It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mads Mattisrider, Dicky Martallo. This is episode 1920, recorded Thursday, January 26th, 2023. CES Unpacked. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we wrap up our CES videos. Then we take a look back and see how smart glasses are faring in the market. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same old show with Dicky D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
And here he is, your smart glasses host, Dicky Martallo.
How are you doing, sir?
Doing good. Doing great. Doing very good. Yeah, in fact.
Excellent. Let's see. What's new in... I have two things new.
You do?
I went to some shows.
Perfect.
A show yesterday. I sent you a photo. Yesterday was the opening of the New York boat show.
Oh, man. Look at those boats.
Can you...
What on earth? That is a two-story engine, okay?
They are 600 horsepower V12 outboards.
Each one of those is V12. That's 24 pistons we're looking at?
Yes. You're looking at 1,200 horsepower.
Yikes.
Yes. And
is that attached to a super yacht? Like, what is that attached to?
It's attached to probably like it's a Formula. It's probably a Formula 37. And before you would put, the people buy the thing, there are a lot of quad outboards on these things. It's just a line of engines.
Right.
So I guess Merck figured, why don't we just build two humongous engines?
Holy cow.
And you'll have a little more room between them.
They built two engines in each, basically. You got two engines worth on each engine.
Yeah.
They said, it is, we have two V6s. So just throw it all into one V12.
Put a rod between them. Just make up a rod. Engineering. Make the shaft run.
So what if we took one engine and we stuck it on top of another engine, and now it's one engine?
Yeah. Just make a 12-foot high crankshaft.
Golly.
Yeah. So what do you think those babies cost? I'll give you a comparison. My 250 horsepower engine was $27,000.
$27,000. Okay. So this has got to be... Like, it's an exponential curve, okay? It's not just a doubling or a tripling. You start getting into this, and it goes way up. I'm going to guess these are $300,000 each.
Oh, okay. Well, you went way over it, and so did I. Okay. My guess was $100,000.
Oh, wow. These are reasonable. I mean, give me two of them.
Well, no. They're $80,000 for the engine. And I say that because my engine was $23,000. But then they said, well, it has its own set of instruments.
Yeah,
it has its own set of cables.
Yeah.
It has its own set of So my guess is by the time you do everything, it will be $200,000.
I see. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so the engine part, but the whole system needs you need to rewire boats. You gotta.
You know what?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
The company has to make. I assume Mercury emailed all the companies and say, these engines are 1,260 pounds each.
Yeah.
So is your transom ready for a ton? Oh, it's more than a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine shipping this thing around. How do you even get it? So you pull it into the shop and it arrives.
Put it on?
How do you get that thing on?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. A dealer used to have like a little push thing and a crane, and,
right?
And the top of outboards have a big hook when you take.
For context, I assume a normal sized outboard is about the white part. Just this bottom white part is the normal size.
Well, a little high. What,
a little
like
bigger.
The new engine, the new 350 engines would be where my hand. See that dividing line where my hand is? That would be a 300 horsepower engine at the dividing line. My hand would be above the engine.
Wow.
But this is knockout amazing. Knockout amazing.
Yeah.
And next week, this is interesting. A totally new kind of electric hydrofoil.
Oh.
Okay. Now the woman there.
Wait, didn't we just talk about an electric hydrofoil?
Yes. This is going to be a personal hydrofoil.
Oh.
So the woman showed me a video of. She said, "Listen, the show just opened an hour ago, and this is coming out in 2024. But here's the PR contact. So next week, I hope to make one of the gadgets a video of this hydrofoil." And the other show was, I'm doing more gadgets from there. There's a big show in Chicago, the Gourmet Show, now called Inspired Home. And luckily, they have a New York preview. And this just a funny photo is I spoke to this man, Buzz, and he does baby products, which I'll do next week. And about 10 minutes later, he came running down and he said, "Someone just told me you do stuff for Mad." He said, "I'm such a crazy Mad fan. I carry a blank black tooth with me because people tell me I look like Alfred E. Newman."
Oh my gosh.
I know he had his black tooth with him, so he slid it over.
Oh my gosh. I thought he was missing a tooth. I thought that was really missing a tooth.
No, isn't that funny?
That's hilarious.
We have to have a picture and we have to put a Mad logo in it. So
wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is actually
funny.
awesome.
That was really very funny. So I'll have videos next week from the boat show and the houseware show.
Perfect. Not much new with me. I've been streaming since the last time we talked.
He's been living on the internet lately.
Living on the internet. We're currently up to 336 hours that I have to stream. I will be going off stream tomorrow at 2 because I have a wedding I need to attend. I'm not going to stream my family's wedding. So it's, it's all I've been up to. But I do have a lot of gadgets. So remember how Twit used to go live with a live view?
Yes.
I now own one. I own a live view solo now, so I can go live anywhere I want. I've been testing it out the last 2 days. Today, I just went all over Dallas. I was suit shopping for the wedding because I just needed one, and it's been insane. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy because I remember at Twit, the live view was a hassle. I mean, this thing was difficult to use. You had an endpoint at the studio. You had all these pieces and parts and craziness. And now, and the live view solo is not a new
And someone
product.
built it at Twit, right? I forgot the person's name.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I am blanking on her name as well. She went to work for Google.
Yes, she's like a genius.
Yes.
She designed it.
Yes, so she made her own. Colleen. Oh my gosh. And
thank you.
And
Nick with a C.
Yeah, she hacked together one, and then LiveView made an actual product. Now she works at Facebook. That's so amazing. And so now I own one, and it's just crazy. The LiveView Solo is not a new product, but instead of streaming to an endpoint, you stream to their server, and their server is the endpoint. And so now I just go, I have the box, I log into a website, I tell it where I want the video to go, it sends the video there. It's insane. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. So yeah, now I have one of those 3 bonded 4G cards that will all work together and stuff. It's still not perfect. It's still not seamless, and it still doesn't work flawlessly yet.
So it's not like the Giz Wiz. where we
Exactly.
strive for perfection.
Where every pixel is perfect. Yeah, not quite like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We pick our pixels with perfect perfection.
Yes, yes. Pixel perfect every time.
Yes. Every period.
Exactly. So yeah,
Well, you're going to show
really,
some equipment, right?
I can. Yeah. Now I have the LiveView Solo. I have cameras. I bought all this stuff. It shipped in, and now I own it. So yeah, it's great. It's yeah, and so I can show all that off. Oh, I have more equipment to show off too. We got some questions last week about what equipment I used at CES. Since this is the last CES show, I kind of wanted to talk about it. So I'm going to run you through the bag that I use. This is kind of a special segment. So starting off with the backpack, this is the Pix backpack, and I don't know if you remember the Pix backpack.
Is this the animated backpack?
It is. It's the one that has, there's a little screen inside. I don't know if this battery, I forgot to bring a battery with me. And I have one here that I don't know if it has any charge. Oh, it does looks like it has some charge, so we might be able to get this to work. So this is the Pix backpack. That's the backpack that I run. This was gifted to me. There it goes. This backpack was gifted to me by K. Robin and IJ in my community, and I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. And I did have a battery when we were doing it. And let's see if I can connect. It's sending this to the back. There we go. There's the Giz Wiz.
Gosh.
There we go. So this is the backpack that I was using. It's perfect. It's slim. It's very nice. And then you may be surprised that all we do is an iPhone. Every single one of those is just recorded with an iPhone. So the video is iPhone video. But we capture the audio completely separately. And that starts with this mic. This mic, I remember, is a Behringer Ultra Voice XM 8500.
Okay.
And this, I got to CES, I think this was 2016, 2017 timeframe, and I realized I forgot my microphone. And I could not find a microphone store anywhere in Vegas, and I needed a stick mic. And Amazon Now was a thing at the time, is you could order Amazon Now and you'd get it in like 6 hours or the next day or something like that. And the only microphone they had was this one. This is it's a fine mic. I'm pretty sure it's a direct knockoff of the SMB, the Shure SMB
It
500.
looks exactly like the Shure.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the Shure SMB 500, I believe, off the top of my head, which is the standard mic that literally everyone uses. And so I don't necessarily oh, no, it's not the Shure. Oh, gosh, what is... That one, that mic right there. That's it. SM58, that is what I'm thinking of.
That's exactly what
Yes.
it is.
Yes. So
That's
that
exactly what
mic
it is.
right there is the one that I would actually recommend. And this one is basically just a knockoff of that one. No on-off switch, nothing you can get wrong with it. And it's kind of the standard default microphone that everyone uses. So that's the mic. Then to record that, I use a Zoom recorder.
Oh, I know that unit. Yeah.
This thing has been around for ever.
A long time.
This recording device, I mean, is probably like 15 years old in terms of like the last time they updated the model. Like this is a standard. They have many. This is the Zoom H4n. I have seen this on many recording sets. I mean, it's just kind of a tank of a piece of equipment. And it can do it all. And at the bottom, it has XLR inputs. So I take an XLR cable, plug it in from the mic into this, use a SD card, which there's an SD card on the H4n, and start recording. Now, this whole recording, I did have an issue, and that issue was with this cable right here. And I'm pretty sure that this is not an XLR cable, but it is a cable for lighting. I forget the name of that cable. It is a DMX cable. Exactly the same interface. I'm pretty sure this is a DMX cable, which is why I had all the audio issues this recording. Yeah, it's a DMX, and I
didn't know they were. First of all, I didn't know lighting used the same cable.
Exact same interface. It is. I mean, here I can show you this light right here. This is a DMX compatible light. So we can go over here, and what is this on the back? What looks what looks exactly like a microphone cable input, and so that is where I think my issue was. And what happened was I don't know if it's the connect. I don't know what it is. It's almost like a short in the cable. Maybe it is an XLR cable. I'm throwing it away right now. But if the microphone was still no issue, but when I started moving it around, that's when we got the issue. And I did a test of the audio to make sure the cable worked, and it sounded fine to me, but it was when it started moving that the issue happened. Because it's really frustrating because I had a backup cable, which I never opened and I never used because I didn't realize it was an issue the entire time. And the only other thing that I bring with me is this little light, which was on the best of show.
Yeah, that's great too.
I use it every once in a while to get a few B-roll shots of some of the gadgets. And that's it. And that was really the entire Giz Wiz setup that I brought to CES 2023. So for any of those who are wondering. And with that, let's jump into some gadgets. We got a few final. I do still have a few. I think I have 2 extras, so we may throw those in at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so the first that we're going to be looking at is a way to burn a few calories. So let's check it out.
Ooh, fireplace.
Man, with all of the extra food that they're giving us and free drinks, I decided that I needed to work off a few extra calories while I'm here at PepCom. How you doing, Max? What am I on right now?
You're on the walking Pad X21, and not a bad way to start off the new year, hitting your workout goals. But yeah, this is our walking pad by Kingsmith, and what separates us from all the other walking pads and treadmills is we have double foldability with this X21, and all our basic walking pads have foldability as well. So you can pretty much store this under your bed, under your desk, against the wall, hide it if you wanted to, and whenever you're ready for a workout or get some steps in, you can do that.
Now, does this actually get up to like a speed of a running speed, or is this really just for walking?
Yeah, so the reason why I'm sweating is because I've been demonstrating the jogging capability. Yeah, you can go up to about a 7.5 mile an hour pace. So, and that's what I do when I go to the gym when I'm trying to get some speed in. So when I'm at home, I use this all the time. So there's really no excuse to not get steps in or break a sweat.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit pause it just by hitting this big old button here. I can see that it is slowing down. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and try to fold it up here live. You demonstrated it earlier, so I am a little bit trained. Here we go.
Make sure
That's
to grab that lever.
the first fold, and then there's a lever here. You kind of pull that. See if I can get it. There we go. That was first try. There you go. That's awesome. That is very, very thin. And then can this like roll under?
So it's got wheels at the bottom. A little tougher on the carpet, but on the hardwood floors, it's great. At home, anywhere. You know, my mom has this. She rolls it around right in front of the TV when she's ready to get a workout in or watch Netflix. And something really great about this model, the X21, it has that LED dashboard. Keeps track of your metrics, your time, your speed, your distance, and your calories burned. You also have a little area where you can put your iPad, a book, your iPhone, or whatever, just to keep yourself entertained and engaged while you're on the walking pad.
Is it out on the market now?
It is, yeah. This has been live since last year. You can find this on Amazon, Walmart, hsn.com, or if you go to walkingpad.com, this goes out at $9.99 for the consumer.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. And like I said, audio issues happened. So I liked it a lot. There was a little bit of like, it wasn't quite as smooth as like a normal treadmill at a gym, for instance. There was a bit of jitter as I was walking, but it's something that I could get used to, I feel like, if I was using this at a walking desk or, in a situation like that. Whoops, sorry about that. So here's their website, and they have lots of options. Lots and lots of options. Some that don't have any like bar at all, some where the bar folds. This is the one that we just looked at, the X21. Tons and tons and tons of walking pad options. And 7 miles an hour, it's actually pretty fast. It's not a slow speed if you're jogging at 7 miles an hour. Here it is on Amazon, $1,000, and pretty good ratings as well. And they just have a lot of options for whatever you're really looking for. Here it is, walking pad. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think you're muted, Dicky D. Possibly. You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry about
There we
that.
go.
I took a drink of soda and I thought Chad's going to hear this. I wonder if they're all the same basic treadmill, because there was one there for, it looked like $4.99. It had no instruments or anything, but yeah, there's one for $4.80. There's
Like
maybe they don't.
$4.80. Yeah. It definitely seems pretty simple that it'd all be the same type of $100
motor.
off.
Yeah.
$380. So you're over on what is that one? It's the C1. I wonder if the speeds and weight.
Oh, that could be.
That could be some differences.
Yeah, nice looking. The $1,000 one is really nice.
Right. Yeah, it really is really nice looking. That was the C1 that I looked at before. So here we might just look for walking pad C1. I see the C2. Here it is, $399. But here, if you get this $100 off, it's also $380. So there you go. So yeah.
Well, right. That's nice.
And a $20 coupon. So it looks like they're pretty consistent on their pricing. I could also see the tread size being different. See, this one has a speed up area, a constant speed, and a slow down speed. 17-inch width. I could see that that's pretty small. So there may be others as well. But they seem to really have the market on this type of...
Boy, they do.
Foldable, under-desk type of pad. It looks great. It looks really, really nice.
Yeah.
And also, feeling
nice.
it there at the show felt very solid. Felt like a very nice, solid piece of equipment. So it's great.
Excellent.
That is
excellent.
Walking pad. Next, have you ever gone to the store and thought, oh my gosh, completely forgot what I came here for? Well, this next gadget should hopefully help with that minor annoyance. Here we are at Showstoppers in Las Vegas, and if there's one thing I hate more, that's getting to the grocery store and forgetting what I need to buy. This gadget should help me with that. So what is your name?
My name's Christian.
Christian, and what are we looking at here?
We're looking at a new range of devices for the fridge. Essentially, Fridge Cam is a device that goes inside your fridge so that you can take pictures as the door closes, and it gives you a full inventory list on your app.
That is awesome. And so you can see a window into your fridge, and I think it's a really, really cool design that it takes the photo as the door, so you attach the camera to the door. As the door swings out, it gets a wide enough angle to take a photo of the entire interior.
Exactly. It's quite a challenging thing to overcome in the sense that we want to take a picture of the entire fridge. So we've developed this technology called GyroSense, and GyroSense uses a gyroscope basically to take a picture as the door closes. And that gives us the full view as if you were opening the fridge door and you were standing in front of it. So when you're at the store, you can see exactly what you would see as if you were in the kitchen yourself.
And it looks like this would tie in through an app. Does the app have any other features along with just seeing the photo?
So we've just acquired Chefling, and Chefling is an inventory management tool. So they've got a full suite of products. So anything from meal planning to recipe selection to shopping list creation. So all of that accompanies the hardware, and they go together.
That's fantastic. I am seeing 3 devices here. Can you walk me through what are the different options?
So we launched FridgeCam 1 a couple of years ago, and the new product is called FridgeCam 2. It's got a 3-month battery life, so you don't have to keep charging it every couple of weeks. It's got a more powerful processor and a much more powerful lens, so we can use the object recognition to actually detect the items. You're not having to manually look at the app. You can just get a notification if you're running out of milk on the way home. We've got FridgeCam Pro, which is actually targeted to OEMs so that they can put that inside their fridge at the point of manufacture without having to develop the technology themselves. So GyroSense and all the technology is actually in the head. And then FoodCam Mini, which is designed for the pantry. So for people with smaller pantries and cupboards, it's got a much smaller battery, so it's not being drained from the coldness of the fridge. So those are the 3 devices that we're launching here at CES.
And I would assume that is something that you really have to think about, is you have a battery that will be inside a refrigerator. You're going to need that to work in a cold condition.
Yeah, again, it's something that we've had to overcome, is put quite a large battery in there so that we get the 3-month battery life. Very similar to Ring doorbells. You don't want to be charging this every couple of weeks, so this one lasts 3 months.
Fantastic. What is the price points?
So $99 for FridgeCam 2. FoodCam Mini is probably going to be priced at about $69. That'll come out later on in the year. And then FridgeCam Pro is just directly to OEM, so it's more of a trade price.
Right, it'll be built in. Exactly. And then where can people find out more?
On our website, smarter.am is where we'll be doing the pre-order, or chefling.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so they are definitely still developing this. So I haven't really seen a lot of stuff on their website about it yet. And I also didn't realize how kind of important the Chefling integration is. So Chefling is basically, it will use imaging to tell what is in your fridge and give you a list of what's in your fridge through the app. So you don't actually just only look at the photo. It'll actually do some kind of smarts about what is still left in your fridge, offering suggestions on what food you can make, that sort of stuff. And so I read some articles after the fact that were kind of excited about the Chefling integration as well. And so if you go to the fridge section of Smarter AM, there's still not quite the FridgeCam 2 stuff in here yet. This is a FridgeCam 1. So keep an eye out for when it really drops and when it really.
But the thing is, Chad,
out.
They have so little stuff in their refrigerator.
Yeah. Yes. Look at this this image.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
what I did is when I saw you were doing that, I looked at this image and I went and I said, I'm just going to open my door.
What does my
and take a
fridge look
picture."
like?
See ya. So this is my fridge.
No. Yeah. What is that back there? Do you
I have
even
no
know?
idea.
Yeah, you don't know.
Right. And the milk, I'm not quite. See, they have a bottle of milk, clear glass.
Yes.
So
That's yes. Their milk is a little bit more displayed than yours.
yes,
They
exactly.
seem to have one layer of food things.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Huh.
Exactly.
Now
It's interesting.
My point about that is possibly if you know the fridge cam is there, you kind of arrange stuff so the fridge cam will be able to see it. As it's unconsciously.
Yeah. Okay.
As you set it in, you kind of go, okay, well maybe the bigger stuff to the back, so I can kind of see everything.
Well, hire a food stylist.
Done.
There you go. Yeah,
As
I'm
you-
gonna. So, is it as it's closing the door? It takes the photo.
It sounded like, as it was closing the door, then the what was the technology? GyroSense technology will kick in and then take the photo at the opportune moment as the door is closing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like it. I think I'm really curious to see how the integration with the shuffling app sort of works out, where if it could, not only can I see the image, but it says, hey, by the way, you grabbed that carton of milk 6 times already. You know,
Wow.
you know, I don't know. I know this is all me just making it up off the top of my head. But if it had any type of thing like that, where it's like, we believe you have 6 eggs left, you know, or 2 eggs left.
Okay.
That sort of stuff. Or just, you have eggs, you don't need any more eggs, and it's in an app format instead of just an image where I'm kind of looking around. I don't know, it seems kind of interesting.
Yeah. Now, LG, I think it was LG, 4 years ago had the cameras built into the refrigerator door. And I believe you could look into your refrigerator shelf by shelf on the app.
Right.
But I never heard about that again.
No.
So I don't know if they still make it or
I didn't either.
people didn't respond to it. It was ridiculous. I think the refrigerator was $1,000. So
What is that robot that has like a periscoping lens? Have you seen that?
no. Oh, send them to open your refrigerator?
Yeah, basically. Periscoping lens. I don't know exactly what you'd search for here. What is that thing called? It has like a crazy name that's just so friendly and fun. I swear it was like made by Facebook or something. Is there a Facebook robot? I can't remember. Maybe I'm not. Facebook AI. Sophia? The robot named Sophia? No, that's not it. I don't know. But I have seen this robot and it looks insane. It looks absolutely crazy. I can't remember it anymore. But
That's okay. Yeah.
how cool would that be? Send your robot over. The pantry.
Yeah,
if you have
and then
LPP.
send them to the store.
Send them to the store. Place an order on Amazon. Get some Amazon Fresh in.
There you go.
It's
There you
perfect.
go.
It's perfect. I'm intrigued by it. I think that the both the pantry cam. I'm intrigued by all of it. Pantry cam, the OEM camera stuff, and the camera 2. The camera 2 looks way nicer than camera 1.
Yeah.
And the app integration. It seems like it's still a little early to make a decision on if I want to go out and buy it right now. But really, really, really cool stuff. So that is the Fridge Cam by smarter.am, or and then I don't know how the shuffling integration is going to work in that yet. Okay, next. Let's just let the video take it away, and here's the next gadget. We're at Showstoppers in Las Vegas, and today we're taking a look at, looks like a blender bottle cap.
Blender cap. So the company name is Cruise. This is Blender Cap. It's the world's highest power portable blender ever. It's got 4 times the power of any other portable blender on the market.
I have seen other portable blenders, and sometimes it seems like they just won't cut it. It just seems like they're like, meh.
I don't want to disparage other companies, but Matt and I did a decade at Apple together, and we've put our money into the product. This has got 300 watts, a half horsepower all day, every day. If you look at it, it's got crazy power. There's nothing else like this.
And a half horsepower, I know, is pretty big. Like even like a garbage disposal is like around a half horsepower.
Yeah, but it fits in the palm of your hand, and we've put some real engineering effort to get it to work this way. And what's also unique in this, it's got 9 batteries, but you charge it like your phone. There's 1 button, no Bluetooth, double click to turn it on, super easy to use. It's like magic. And if you've got a Hydro Flask or a Takai or any of these vacuum insulated bottles that keeps your drinks cold, it fits onto all those bottles. So it comes with a vacuum insulated bottle. We're selling clear bottles as an accessory. You can see really premium Apple packaging or Apple style packaging here. Charger, bottle, collapsible funnel, and the blender cap. Imagine putting ice in here, going to the beach, making margaritas on the beach or on your boat, or full-on smoothies at the gym. Forget old, mushy, warm protein shakes with shaker bottles. This thing makes full smoothies after your workout. Or if you've got a small kitchen, you don't want to get out a big blender. Super easy to clean and use. It's blender cap at cruiselife.com.
And what's the MSRP?
So only $129 with the bottle. Now these bottles retail for like $45. So we're really excited to get there, man. We quitting our jobs to do this was a little scary, but we're really, really excited to launch a company. We're taking pre-orders now at cruiselife.com, and we're really excited, dude.
So pre-orders now, when do you think that launch will be?
So probably shipping around 2 months. Yeah.
Thank you so much, cruiselife.com. Awesome.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you
dude.
so much.
Yeah.
I obviously don't know exactly how powerful this is, but the impression that I got there was that it is way more powerful than all the other little blenders I've seen before. I've touched and held a few of those other blenders, and this one looks way better, like orders of magnitude better than those. Also, the price, I just feel like it's a good price. Like, I know that it's $130, but blenders, a good blender, not cheap. And it just seems like it's modern and nice, to be honest. It just feels like that's the case. So if you're in the market for this type of portable blender, really keep your eye on this. I would wait until it ships. I would wait until the pre-orders are done, and I would wait for the reviews to come in. But my first impression is a pretty good impression based off of what I saw there. USB-C charging, nice powerful batteries and motor, and it looked powerful. It obviously needs to be tested, but seems like it's one of the best out there when it, hopefully when it ships. This might be one of those things we look back in 9 years and see either that this took off or that it didn't go anywhere.
Let's go back 9 years ago. Shipping in 2 months. Okay, so I guess they are a little behind.
Interesting. Anyway, and we're gonna say, man, remember when everyone wanted Apple-style stuff? Man, that was so weird. Now everyone wants Microsoft-style stuff. It's just how times have changed. Absolutely. So there you go, the Cruise Blender. I really keep your eye on that one. Okay.
Excellent.
Next, something definitely a bit off the beaten path. So let's check it out.
We're here at Fluent Pet, and we're going to learn how to speak pet fluently. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? I've always wondered what is going on in my pet's mind. So we are here at Fluent Pet with Leo. Leo, tell me about what Fluent Pet is doing here.
So Fluent Pet is a company that makes the tools that help you communicate with your dog or your cat in a language-like way.
So I have seen the TikToks of animals communicating with their owners, but if someone hasn't, what is a typical scenario like?
So the most basic thing that people are probably already familiar with is a dog asking to go outside. A lot of people will put a bell on their front door, but what you can do with Fluent Pet is you can make a uniform system for them to ask for a bunch of different things. And then once you kind of get that going, you find them combining buttons in really interesting and novel ways.
So what is a typical oh wow moment? What is something that is a step up beyond just ringing the bell to go outside?
It's been really great when we hear about a dog combining two words to refer to something entirely new. So one great example is we've got a dog who uses water, the button for water, and then the button for bone to refer to an ice cube.
The water bone. I need the water bone.
And you hear about this at first, and you're like, what does that mean? But then you think about it, and you're like, of course that's what an ice cube is to a dog. Just bones aren't that meaningful to us humans.
Exactly. And what does the typical training process look like? So if I was to get this, what am I going to be doing with my pet?
So you want to start with words that your dog already cares about, that are already really meaningful to them. Something like, if you have to say WALK, chances are that would be a great word to start with.
TREAT, yes, definitely.
You can start with that one. We don't always recommend it, although if you're having a little bit of trouble, getting started, then treat can be a fine button. But starting with like outside or play, and then maybe a favorite toy. Ideally, it's something they often want, but they only want for a limited period of time.
And what is the product, like what's included in the product, and about how much does it cost?
So Fluent Pet Connect is our second generation product. Our first generation product we started selling in 2020. It's been sold into over 100,000 households. And the issue with the first product was it wasn't connected. So people would be in another part of the house or out of the house, and their dog might say something and they would have no idea what it was that they were communicating. With Connect, not only is every button press tracked, but it's also the case that you can follow and see which of your buttons or which of the dog's buttons were their favorite over the course of time, right? So you can see, in August they really liked buttons that had to do with birds, for instance, and then maybe they transitioned to really liking a particular new toy.
And so this product will integrate with an app so you can see the history of which buttons, exactly. And so that's fantastic. And what's the price point?
So you can get started with 3 hex tiles and 6 buttons and the connected base hex tile for $159.95.
And are y'all out on the market now?
We've already started shipping to our first customers, and we're currently back ordered.
Thank you so much, Leo.
Very nice to meet you, Chad.
Thanks.
Okay. And do you think this is something Charlie would like? You think you're gonna get Charlie on the Fluent Pet train?
I don't think so.
So I have seen these TikToks, and what I was referencing was there's some people that have like 100 buttons, like literally 100 buttons of this, and they have taught their animals about each of them. And the animal looks like they're walking up. Now, I don't know if this is like this person is recording 24/7 and we just got the great moment, but it definitely looks like the animal walks up to the buttons and has a pretty solid conversation style of, it's time for a walk, or whatever. Or, there's just all these just insane animal button videos, basically.
Using these very buttons, right?
Yes. Button talking? I don't know. Animal buttons. Let's see if there's a video of some of these things. These dogs really, do these dogs really talk, or are they just pushing buttons? So let's watch this. Get out of here. How do I leave? Okay, well, maybe not that video. But tools, sources, YouTube.com.
His dog
there we
said,
go.
"Get out of Bitcoin now." That's a smart dog.
So this type of thing. Oh gosh, great! I love that.
My name is Alexis Devine.
Okay,
and
let's
Delane
see.
first wrote based on the Fitzgerald key, which helps her to compartmentalize words.
Who? Oh, you're not even looking at what I'm looking at.
No.
Love you too. So we'll usually have between 2 and 3 doggy play dates a day as per her requests. She also really likes the walk button for obvious reasons. So one of my favorite parts about working with
that type of thing, and like he said, is water bone. That the dogs really start kind of putting things together and making something completely fresh. What's about bunny? Okay, so here's someone who looks like they. Oh, this is the same person, actually. Okay, so let's see. Let's watch this one.
Aww. Mom love you, Bunny.
I've gotten buttons for that.
Okay, what play?
Yeah, thinking about it.
What play?
Gotta think.
Tug? Ball?
Thinking.
Go get it, whatever you want to
Processing.
play with. Go get it.
Processing.
Go get it. ball it is.
Oh. So, what do you think? You think this is real, or you think this is help? Help, cat friend.
He's cat friend now. Cat is upstairs. Uni and Ringo upstairs now.
I don't. Nah, I'm not a fan of this. Because I mean, like Charlie.
Play cat settle?
If Charlie wants to go in the yard, he just runs and sits in front of the back door.
You're right.
And
this is a type of communication.
yeah.
You
And
know.
if he's hungry, he sits next to the cupboard and stares at you.
Yeah, and some of these are more interesting than others. And it's like when weird things happen, like, you know, the cat is worried about, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, help. Like I've seen this, like, you got to help the cat. And the cat was in trouble, you know, and there was some issue with the cat, you know, and so it was like, I don't know. I don't know either. I also don't know, is this going to work for every dog? Now, definitely something like just the bathroom button or the outside button. You know, if you start small, not help cat settle, not all that other stuff.
That's like that's like a Wikipedia dog.
Right.
Yeah.
And I bet you that Fluent Pet would prefer that you don't think of it like that, where you know, you have an encyclopedia, but more that you can have 5 buttons that the dog, you know, you want food, you want to go outside, you want to use the bathroom, you want to play, you know, that sort of thing. And now that it's all connected in an app, you don't necessarily need to be next to the button to know that your dog is talking to you, because that happens to me all the time. I'll be up here and I'll hear the bell ring from across the house, and the bell that I have set up is to go outside, you know, use the potty. That's the training for the bell. So I do think that it has a very solid use case with just an app connected, an app that is connected with your phone that the pets can step on. Now,
or just teach the dog how to text.
I just need to teach him how to talk. You know, there we go. Figured it out.
What are you doing with these buttons? Yeah, I bought them for Charlie, and Charlie said, "Why'd you spend all this money? I can just talk to you."
It does seem expensive, you know. That
what did Scooter X find? Did he find it for $10?
Most likely. Now this type of pet sound button, you know, is $5. This type is not going to have the app connected ability, right?
No.
This is just the button. So if you want the app connection, you know, it's $35 for 2 buttons with the pad that holds the button. And then this base station right here is the connected. Oh, you know what's funny? That's the tester kit. That's not even the connected kit. I think this is the connected kit, which starts at $160. It just seems like a lot of money. Like a lot of money.
Yeah.
I know I literally just said that $130 for a blender seemed reasonable. I get it. But my initial impression is that is a lot of money for me. Oh, that's so funny. Bunny the dog is a Fluent Pet advertiser. Holy moly. Let's watch this video here.
Nice job, Bubba. What a good pony.
My relationship with Bunny from day one was very goal-oriented. I really wanted to have the closest relationship possible, the best connection, the best communication.
Okay, this is maybe a bit too long.
Communication with me, and we've been using the button since she was 8 weeks old. I put an outside button by the door. I started modeling it immediately when we came home, and within a few weeks, she was using it consistently to let me know that she wanted to go outside. And at that point, I was like, well, if she can learn 1 button, she can learn 2 buttons. If she can learn 2 buttons, she can learn 10. I think she has about 102 buttons at this point, and we've been sort of exploring what is possible within the realm of communication and connection.
Oh, she's now writing a book.
You can really see her personality exemplified through the buttons. She's quite expressive, and she explores concepts that you wouldn't expect a dog to explore, you know? What took sleep? But now she's telling me about her dreams. She's expressing her disdain for Otter's teenage tendencies, and she's telling me when she's in pain. And
Help, ouch.
I also, of course, love anytime she uses the love you button. It really.
Okay, there we go. That's it. I feel like we've spent way too much time on this pet button situation, but there you go. Fluent Pet. If you want to start training your dog on all of the buttons. Maybe it's something I should do with Toast or Charlie or your Charlie. Chumley, that is harsh. I'm not going to repeat that. Okay, that is it. That's the 4 gadgets from CES. We have maybe 1 or 2 left that we can share in future episodes. But now it is time to turn the clocks back. So why don't you take this one, Dickie D? What are we?
Yeah. Okay. So this is back to I think 2014, and we have a little video here, like a 2-minute. Oh, okay. Chad was hosting the show, and I think if you start at about 2020, we get the gist of what we're looking at.
We have smart glasses, and the guy told me we call these smart glasses not smart glass. Because that's Google. No. The Vuzix M100, and they say we are 1/3 less than Google Glass. And here's their speech.
Dicky Martallo, Mads trying to end the Giz Wiz CES showstoppers. We're looking at smart glasses. And Dan, tell us about this guy.
Yeah, well, this is a monocular smart glass, and it's worn different ways. We actually provide it with a headband that goes over your head, or with actual safety glasses that are...
I saw them here. I like this a lot.
Yes.
You look less dorky.
So it mounts right here so that you can wear them during work or any other activity that requires safety for the eye. And we provide that to our customers because we focus mostly on industrial, medical, and B2B space. And most of those people wear safety glasses anyways. So we give them protection at the same time while we're providing information to their eyes.
Okay, and then so in there we see, what are we seeing in the digital display?
You can see all different types of information. So you can put it on camera mode where you're overlaying data into the space, or you can put it into playback mode where you're actually streaming video back and forth between, maybe you're a doctor, you want to talk to another doctor, you can see his picture in here. At the same time, he can see what you're doing. Maybe you're doing remote diagnostics on aircraft. So there's lots of different use models for it.
Okay.
Okay, so
that's a B2B solution. Can you tell the older me versus the younger me? Do you know who's talking whenever I'm, there we go. Okay.
All right, so first of all, Google Glasses never went anywhere, right? A Google Glass?
No. Like,
it died.
There was people who still own them and whatnot, but there was no...
and they were $1,500.
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to say the company still exists only because they mention they sell them to doctors.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think they're still around?
I do, because I accidentally Googled them already. So.
Oh, okay.
I know they still have a website. So here's their website. This is the same thing. Vuzix. There you go. Safe medical use. What's new in the Blade 2? The perfect balance of performance and comfort. Okay. It's gotten bigger.
Changed.
Yes. What on earth? That thing is massive.
Oh,
Holy
now
cow.
this looks...
Ooh. Oh, that's the guy you interviewed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's audio here. How do I turn that on? Oh gosh, here we go. Now we're really getting into it.
For augmented reality smart glasses, the optimal balance of performance and comfort. Our smart glasses connect workers with remote experts and data, reducing errors and saving costs. Access the metaverse with Vuzix. Get
Metaverse
today.
Must have made this recently. Ooh,
Yeah.
the metaverse reference.
They don't give a price anywhere, right?
This is 9 months ago. They're still posting about it. Here, let's see if we can find a price. Products, smart glasses. What do we want? The M4000?
They
Blade
make a
2?
ton of them.
Let's see. Only $1,300.
So they went.
Cow.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, evidently people still want these.
Yeah. It does seem very, like I said 9 years ago, business to business, and it's kind of easy to keep a business afloat when it's business to business.
Yeah, I think so.
You know?
I think so.
Actually,
that one looks a little less dorky than when you hang it on a pair of space goggles.
Right. What do you think the shield is? Yeah, they have all these different. Oh, that one's like a laptop. Holy moly!
Holy cow!
Yeah. Well, they're still around.
Yeah. They are
very specific applications.
Yes.
That you would be using this on. Seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely. They're not focused at all on any customer application.
No. I thought by now, if they had continued, it would have been in the. I think smart glasses in general have gone nowhere. Right?
Yeah. I mean, not really anybody doing any type of heads-up display for anything you wear on your face. I think Google Glass killed it. I think that there were so many conversations about whether or not Google Glass was acceptable to wear an electronic on your face. And I think the consensus is people don't really want it. Unless it is so integrated that people who would look at you can't tell. Because the only other thing that I can think of is Ray-Ban did a glasses that has a camera built in. And those are still around. But you really can't tell that these have cameras in them. It's kind of hidden. So this is one of them, and they do have cameras in the sides of them.
God.
And unless you're really looking at it, you can't tell that they're there. And this is kind of the only commercial or consumer product that I can think of.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? There was just Google Pogo Cam.
Pogo Cam.
Pogo Cam. I suddenly remembered it was like the consumer version of this thing.
Here it is. Oh, I remember this was the attachment. You would attach it to your cam.
Oh, it looks like they're
glasses.
Still around with terrible ratings.
Yeah.
And what are they, $35?
Where is it? I don't know. I think these are spy camera glasses that are $35.
Oh, okay.
That is kind of the thing. As you start getting into the creepy territory, kind of.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. No, the only thing I remember there used to be a sports show, and I remember someone had a skiing helmet which had the head-ups display at the top to see how fast you were going and the altitude and other stuff. Maybe that market still exists.
Right.
I don't know.
So here's an article that Scooter X shared, the 8 best smart glasses of 2023. So we got the Ray-Ban Stories, which is
my God.
I talked about. Best for AR features, the Blade, the one we literally just talked about.
Oh, it's on Amazon.
It's apparently on Amazon. Clicking that link. Currently unavailable, but they did have the Blade. The Blade 2 is currently the current version, so.
Oh, okay.
There's a chance. Well, maybe not. Best for music.
I had no idea.
Bose does some frames. These don't have cameras. They are just audio.
Oh, audio.
Audio only. These are smart glasses, so each one kind of does something different.
I see. Okay.
The Snap spectacles are still.
Boy, those are sporty looking.
Yeah, that is a choice. That is definitely a choice. And then digital assistant. Oh, of course, I forgot about the Amazon Echo frames. This was so that you could say, "Hi, the A lady. Add this to my shopping cart." Blah 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 blah. I forgot all about those.
$269.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is the thing I was talking about. This is the thing I said how to periscope that I was trying to remember what it was. I figured it out. Look at that little periscope thing extending up. Send that little guy.
Oh yes.
Into your house.
But it couldn't open your refrigerator.
It couldn't open your refrigerator. No. This thing is $1,000. Yeah, sorry, forgot about that little guy. So there you go. There's the smart glasses ecosystem right now.
Right. Not doing well.
No, not really. No, and I will say, maybe it's a technology issue because I remember Google Glass, and I remember there was a lot of really, really cool things that Google Glass could do, and one of my favorite things was turn-by-turn directions. And I think that the technology needs to exist. There needs to be a base layer of, we've scanned everything, okay? If you point your phone right there, it knows exactly where you are, and it knows where you need to go. And every single pathway and every single place a person could walk is scanned. Once that technology exists, I would love a heads-up display to give me turn-by-turn directions to exactly where I need to go.
Yeah, that would be super.
But that other technology kind of needs to exist. If I'm in China and I need to get from point A to point B, and my glasses could tell me how to get there, would love that feature. Absolutely love that feature. Also, could it tell me the name of that friend that I saw once in high school and have forgotten, and they come up to me and says, "This is Bill." I'm like, don't forget his name. His name is Bill. That would be great.
That's Mona, but you don't like Mona because she made fun of you in school. So just ignore her. Turn quick.
Exactly. Reputation score, -25. Ooh, avoid that person. There's things that it could do that would be really, really cool, but I don't think that I think there's a lot of pieces missing. So if you want to do something like play audio in your ears, okay, that exists. But the idea of a full AR experience, I don't think AR has the connecting pieces to make AR glasses a consumer product yet.
All right, that's good.
With that, I want to say a big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Thank you guys so much for supporting our show every single episode. You guys are absolutely incredible. If you want to support the show, head on over to gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab. There's a big old banner that'll take you to our Patreon page. Also on that webpage is a PayPal link so you can donate via PayPal. PayPal is kind of set up for just a one-time donation, and Patreon is kind of set up for a reoccurring donation. So however you give back, I just want to say thank you so much. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. When we are live, the website will update with the live stream. There we are. We're hanging out. And you can join the chat room. irc.gizwiz.tv is where you can chat along with all the fantastic people with us today. You can also catch any of the episodes after the fact if you don't catch it live. And so they're at our website, also on our YouTube channel, and also we have an RSS feed so you can get the show however you want. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dicky D's website where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover. So if you are wondering, what was that gadget? How can I find that gadget? I need to know more about that gadget. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. And while you're there, you can play What the Heck Is It? This is a game show that you can participate in. It is online and free to enter. You got to guess what this gadget is, what it does, and this is everything. We're not trying to trick you here. You gotta know these are all the pieces, this is all the parts. They may not be in the right orientation, but this is it. This is everything. Correct. I think I already know what this one is. It's a little hard to see. It's a little low resolution, but that is a cigarette lighter plug thing, for a car. And you plug that in, and then this part will send a signal to Mars. Yeah. So if you wanted to communicate with Mars anytime recently, that is the gadget for you. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz.
Next week we start our videos again. I know we have one from Jeff and Adam, and probably one from Mo. But if you want to make a video, anything to do with a gadget for the Gadget Warehouse segment, it can be a gadget you just bought, a gadget that you own and love, hate, anything, as long as it's a gadget. Make a video, horizontal format. Make sure we can see the gadget and hear you. If you want to be in it, great. If you're shy, just show us the gadget and talk about it. And if we show it on the show, we're doing 99% of everything that comes in gets on air. You'll win whatever the current issue of Mad Magazine is at that time. 1 to 3 minutes. When you download it on YouTube, you can check off unlisted. Then only people with the URL will be able to see it. And send us that URL, mail at gizwiz.tv. Mail at gizwiz.tv. And you have any comments, send it in too, because next week we will start doing letters again, or emails, better than that. So emails and videos for Warehouse, mail at gizwiz.tv.
Perfect. I feel like we should jump into the letter. Normally we do that pitch and then we go straight into the letter.
I have a great letter for you in the next couple of weeks.
I have to stop myself perfect.
It's something you actually had guessed. What the heck is it, gadget?
No.
I'll find the letter, and it's amazing because I think we both forgot about it. Okay.
That's great. That's actually
I'll
great.
find it.
That's
right.
fantastic.
Okay.
Okay, well, that wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.